So Jon Jones just fought over the weekend. Not really going to talk too much about that. If you watched it, you know it was a pretty good fight. Um, it's a typical Jon Jones fight. It's a clinic, right? He runs a clinic on guys. He just kind of goes out there and I don't know. He just exposes any holes they have. So, but he's after the fight, he was talking about the Aspinall. The whole, if you're in the fight sphere, you're watching this kind of stuff, you'll know that Tom Aspinall has just been all over social media. He's just been right up Jon Jones' ass to try and get a fight out of him. It's really fucking annoying, honestly. I find the guy very annoying. I don't know, something about him, something about his look, something about the way he talks. He just seems like a strange cartoon character to me. But and the fact that he's kind of like he was a relative nobody, and suddenly he's like the next hot thing, and he's just all up in Jon Jones' ass. It kind of just irritates me. But so I see from Jon Jones's point of view, but he's trying to get a fight. So I guess that's what they do. They hype, try and create something out of nothing, try and create interest out of where there's not a lot of interest. But that's what he's doing. I'm going to read this article here. This is, what is this? MMA Fighting. MMAfighting.com. Says Jon Jones wants fuck you money to face Tom Aspinall. He needs me. So he says Jon Jones could fight Tom Aspinall for a price. UFC heavyweight champion recorded his first successful defense of that title Saturday at the UFC 309, walloping Stipe Miocic in the main event en route to a third round knockout of the future Hall of Famer. If you watched the fight, spoiler alert, if you didn't watch the fight, he ended him with a spinning heel kick that was just, it hurt to watch. Probably broke a couple of his ribs. I don't know. I didn't hear if he did or not, but I wouldn't doubt he did. Probably ruptured something inside. It just caught him clean, left side of his abdomen. So just put him down. You could tell Stipe just didn't want any more fight after that. But it was a good win for Jones. As the promotion's interim heavyweight champion, Aspinall seems like the logical choice for the next fight, but Jones has frequently shut down the suggestion that he's under any obligation to fight the British star. During fight week, Jones went as far to say that Aspinall is an asshole, and that's why he refuses to work with him. He's annoying to me, Jones said. He's annoying to me, and that's my own personal. He annoys me. I get it, you guys find it entertaining, but I find him annoying. I agree. I kind of find him annoying too, so I can see his point of view. I just don't like him, and at the end of the day, if I give him the opportunity to fight me, I want to be so compensated. I want to say it. I want that fuck you money. Honestly, that's just what it is. Or else my life is perfect without him. I don't need him at the end, or I don't need him at all, and he needs me, and that's a good place to be in a negotiation. So he didn't talk about a number, obviously, but you know he wants it to be big. And actually, Dana White kind of confirmed saying it would be big, be a big number. So it looks like this fight's going to happen. I think Jones right now is posturing. He's saying he'll walk away from the whole UFC, that he'll retire and all this kind of stuff. He doesn't get the fight with Pereira because he wants to fight with Alex Pereira. And I don't think Dana White wants that to happen because right now he's got 2 stars, and if they fight, you've got 1 star. Kind of derails one with the other. So, and everybody seems to want this Aspinall fight. You know, I shouldn't say everybody, but a number of people want this Aspinall fight, and I think it makes the most sense if he's fighting at heavyweight. He's got the heavyweight title. Aspinall has the interim title. You should unify the titles it should be the next matchup. If you can disagree whether you thought there should have been a interim title at all, but either way there is right now, and that seems to be the most logical fight. So I agree with the fight that way. I'm just with Jones in one way. He makes good points saying that this guy is the next up and coming guy. He's the next dangerous guy. And, and Jones doesn't seem to want that at 37. He's almost 38. He kind of wants to just fight these, what he calls super fights, and, cement his legacy being well-known big name guys. Right. So I understand that, I guess. And instead of taking on a guy like Tom Aspinall, that if he fights him and beats him, Tom Aspinall kind of goes away. You know what I mean? But Alex Pereira doesn't go away. Alex Pereira just goes. He's still one of the top fighters, right? So I understand his point of view there, but it's it doesn't seem to be the smartest business sense for the UFC at this point. He says, I just feel like anybody would understand at this point. Like, I'll retire the heavyweight belt if I have to. Give the guy what he wants at the end of the day. He's talking about himself. I'm not talking about Dana directly. I want to take what I find to be super fights. I don't want to fight dangerous up and comers anymore. I want to fight dangerous established champions. It's hard to, it's hard to fight the logic on that one, right? So Tom can have the heavyweight championship. I really don't care about it. My value doesn't lie in belts anymore. I created something bigger. I want Perez. So, yeah. But it seems now he's saying he'll fight for a big amount of money, and Dana's saying a big amount of money it is. So this looks like it's going to be a go. I mean, it'll be, it may be Jones kicking and screaming a little bit about it, but I think he's just going to go ahead at the end of the day and do it. And, maybe if he does it, maybe there'll be a guarantee that he's able to fight. Or maybe this is kind of be the last sort of fight. He'll unify the belt. He'll retire the heavyweight belt, or just say, whatever, that he'll, I don't know. I don't know how he would do it from that point. If he unifies the belt, then if he just vacates the belt, I guess then they just have another interim champ. But yeah, what do you think about this fight? I mean, I think it's going to be a good fight. I think that I just think Jon Jones is too much for anybody still at this point. At 37, I don't think he's old enough to be past it. I think he's probably, whether he's the greatest fighter of all time, it's debatable, but he's definitely one of the most talented, skilled fighters we've ever seen. And I don't see anybody beating him at this point. I mean, maybe in 3-4 years when he hits 40, 41, but right now I think he beats just about anybody he fights.